And good evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We're back with another live for y'all. I'm just gonna wait for the rest of the gang to join. But yeah, we've got a good discussion for you this week. So I'm just gonna share up the live and just get everyone on. Get everyone on. Let's get this crack-a-lacking. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Big up the man himself, Mr. True Talk. I have accepted you, Mr. True Talk, but we're just, Instagram does what it do. And yeah, let's just wait. Instagram's a bit jarring, isn't it? I just don't understand why it does this. Everything's very delayed. Always a delay. We'll get there. We'll get there. I hope everyone's having a great week so far. We're halfway through. We made it thus far. We made it. I have accepted your request, saying you're not able to join. Okay. Right, let me accept this again. Oh, here we go. He's there.
I'm here. And a mouthful, do you know what I mean?
Tripping my food when I'm here. How are you?
Grateful.
Oh, I love that. For anybody who didn't see True Talk's very motivational video this morning, if you were in a bad mood this morning or you were not feeling grateful, if you watched his video, you were definitely feeling grateful. Oh, Miss Zoe wants to join. Okay, yeah, let's get Zoe in. Do you know what? Let's get her in. Let's go. Just waiting on Jed. He is ready. But we'll just wait. But yeah, man, I got hey Zoe. How are you, man? You okay?
Long time.
Oh, God.
Been a while for
I'm
y'all.
just eating a bit of Chinese, Ren, get me a tissue, please.
I like that because
It's got to be done
Sorry,
sometimes.
No,
It's got to be done.
Watch it. Live.
Listen, yam
Well,
shit.
I've got respect for manners, yeah. I ate my food. Now I'm drinking my water, but I'm not minding.
Yeah.
I'm not minding my own business. Big up,
Yes, big up,
Jedi.
big up. Walk on.
Hold up, my brother Jedi.
What you saying? Big up, man.
Good evening. Welcome. Yeah, man, welcome. I got a good few topics for you lot this evening. I think it's going to be a great discussion, guys.
Alright then.
And we have another surprise guest, Zoe. Zoe decided to join us. So the more the merrier.
Respect yourself.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
I think
I've met you before still. Pod party.
Jed's like, where?
You was on panel and I was on panel as well.
Okay, man. Big up yourself.
But yes, guys, good. Look at him, looking.
We got Professor Jedi today, yeah?
We've got Professor Jedi today. Intellectual Jedi, clever Jedi, very smart.
Big up. Walk on. What are you saying though, man? What's happening?
What's happening? It's good. We got a good little live going on tonight. So,
What's happening, girl?
You right?
Me or Chidzz.
You right? Right, guys. So are you ready?
Yeah, always.
Okay. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Whole Division podcast. I am your hostess, doing the mostess, always. JEDI, Chidzz, Becky, whatever you want to call me, I'll just answer to pretty much anything these days. And so this evening, I am joined by the man who talks the talk and walks the walk, Mr. True
Boop,
Talk.
boop, 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 boop.
And we are also joined by what can I call you? I don't even know what to call you, Jen. I can't even describe you. There's not a word to describe you. So I'm going to call you phenomenal,
Brass
amazing,
Clark.
magnificent,
Wow.
very, very intelligent. Jedionline. If you're not following him, go and follow his page now, today, right now,
I
at this
appreciate
moment.
you, sis.
Big Jed.
That means a lot.
You're
Still, appreciate you,
welcome.
man.
You're welcome.
Phenomenal. I don't think I've been called that before, so thank
Well,
you.
it's a first. There you
Yeah,
go. There
man.
you go. Usually I'm mad rude, but I thought I'd be nice today.
There's time for that.
Yes.
You know how I get down. There's
Yeah, oh
time for
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna go well.
Well,
And
well
we are
done.
all we are also joined by the beautiful Zoe. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your support. If you haven't seen I watched the clips of your amazing podcast that you did, yeah, and the things that you were talking about. So guys, go on her page, follow her journey, and listen to what she's saying. Very, very insightful. And I learned a lot as well, even just from the clip. So yes, big up yourself, Zoe.
Thank you
You're
very much.
welcome. You're welcome. So let's get into it. I got a couple of topics for you lot tonight. First topic is what's something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud? Yeah. And the second, wait, wait, Jedi. And the second, the second topic is does listening to a woman make a man feminine? Yeah. And then the third topic that we're going to go into will be how do you know when you've outgrown some people and some places and the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people. I am going to give you a little scenario in between just to chop things up and break things up a little bit. But yeah, let's get into it. Our first topic. What's
Ladies
something?
first.
No. What's something that you'll get a lot
That
of
is
hate
such a
for?
loaded question, bruv. What's something that will make what that you get hate for if you say it out loud? You
Yeah,
say
so
it
say it
out
out
loud.
loud.
Yeah,
To say
yeah.
it out loud.
Let's all right.
So
That's crazy.
who's
Can we
going
get
first?
an example, Chids? Can we get an
No,
example?
no. Think. Use your mind.
I
Have a
mean,
think.
I
Because I'm sure
mean,
there's loads of things you're gonna say. Yeah. That. Come on. Come on, Jed. I know there's bad shit you say
no,
to piss people off.
I'm just thinking, you know, there's loads of things you could say, innit? Like, you could say, I don't know if you get loads of hate for, but I've been asking people for their unpopular opinions. So it's kind of similar, isn't it? Yeah. I've got a
Mm-hmm.
lot of unpopular opinions, not deliberately, but, you know, um, like one big one I could think of that was in the recent past was like, the Peckham hair and leisure, the Peckham hair and whatever thing, right? Obviously, I told people that the girl's a thief, innit? She's a thief. She got nabbed. Do you know what I mean? People didn't like that. I got a lot of hate for that. Do you know what I mean? I got a lot of hate for that. Um, it depends, man. Like, it just depends. Like, there's a lot of things. I think personally, I kind of accidentally live in a space where I find vocalizing a lot of my opinions kind of rubs people up the wrong way. I don't know if hate's a strong word though. Hate's a strong word, but I can't tell you that people hate me or whatever. I hope not. But well, not even that I hope not. It is what it is. But
It depends on who
yeah,
you ask. It
I
doesn't
hope
matter.
that whatever I say, I can articulate it enough so that people with common sense and reasoning can at least understand where I'm coming from. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I expect dumb people to be vexed when you say stuff, or
Of course.
ignorant people. You expect that reaction, but I
I
think
agree.
for the most part, you might not agree with me, but to hate me for what I say, that's more a reflection on you than me. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I love
Yeah.
how you put that. Did you hear what he said? He said to hate me is more of a reflection on you than me.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's
yeah,
sorry.
very true point.
All right.
Sorry,
I think I got something that I don't think people would hate me for it, but I don't think it's
They're gonna like
unpopular
you.
amongst, you get me, the people that I'm criticizing.
Okay.
You get me? One thing I say is that I hate wigs. Wigs like drive me crazy, bro. Like I got a passion for my hate for wigs, bro.
Would you have said that if a woman was wearing a wig on the live
I
now?
say it,
Yeah, he would.
yeah, I say
He
it
would
daily. I say it with chest. I didn't want to just, you know what I'm saying? But you know my thing, gents. You see my thing. You see my angle. You get me? I'm just trying to be cool. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get me? I had enough conflict in
That's
my
really
life.
rude.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, so when I'm online, I don't really try to say too much controversial things.
Yeah.
But the reality is, bruv, wigs are my personal peeve, bro.
Okay.
Red flag, ick, all of that. You
Okay.
get it? Yeah, I hate it with a passion. And not just because of the smell of it, yeah. Not just because of
Man said smell, you know.
the way it done, not just because no, it does not. Don't act like you don't know what it smells
I
like.
smell. It does
Yeah,
smell like wet
yeah.
dog.
How you come out
Exactly.
with
Yeah. Not just that. That's not just my issue. And it's not just the fact that it burns out the edges. That's not just the fact that it burns out. Yeah.
Not just.
Not just that. Yeah. It's my real reason why I hate it is because what it communicates to the daughters.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Because my daughter can't wear a wig. My daughter's hair don't look nothing like that. So why are you now around with that on your head, making my daughter feel like she wants to have that when she gets to a certain age, and what she has now isn't pretty or isn't enough, because she want to look pretty like my. So hold on, why you got this wig on your head, making my daughter feel like she can't look pretty as she is? And that's what gets me mad, because it's like the little girls that are looking up to you are gonna want to do what you're doing, and then they're gonna feel insecure about how they look because you look nothing like them. You get me?
Yeah, it's not a lie.
That pisses me off, bruv. I'll be honest.
Yeah, so careful when you lot are out there passive wigging and that. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
What do
get
you
it.
mean?
You wigging, wigging
not really a wig person to be
wigging in front of
I've
minors and
never
that.
worn one.
You get what I'm
I
saying?
wore one
a wig
once,
for the past
but didn't do it.
Got
September
wig
for the whole.
in front of my you. Yeah.
But that was because I couldn't get an appointment for my hair to get done in braids.
Okay.
To be honest, I prefer braids to wigs.
Yeah, you can braid up. Listen, listen. If the wig looks like how your hair could look, I probably won't even be too fussed. Then it's just about the smell and the edges. Yeah, you get it.
Man said smell and
But
edges.
you see, when it's super late, I get it, makes them feel good. Get me? But then, how do you think that's making your child feel? So you get it? Like everything ain't about what message are you putting out there? That's what I said like today in my video. What message are you putting out there? What are you representing?
What did you
And when you
tap the wig today in the video?
Nah, I didn't attack the wigs. I didn't attack the wigs.
Nah, he did it in he did the indirecting.
I
He
didn't.
made it he made it all love and light, yeah, but he was really a little go fuck yourself in that video. I know where you was
Aye.
coming from.
I'll be that. I'll be that. Said I love snatching wigs off. Mad,
I
Yeah, that's
mad.
love snatching wigs
Put
off, you
some
know.
context
Right.
in that. I know the context, but say it anyway.
no, but that's all the thing. You can't even grab a wig when it's a wig. Like they're not even on it. Like don't touch the wig and that.
Don't touch my
You get on.
Don't touch the
It's
wig,
not
bro.
even fun like that.
Women will get
But
touchy.
like men are getting even now, innit? So boy, look at the monster you lot created. Look at what you lot done, ladies. Yeah, the matriarchy has got men doing all
You know.
sorts. They spread the bro. You know, bro. Listen, there's hair in a can.
Yeah,
Nah,
fibers
there's
and that.
hair in a can. Like what? There's hair
Oh,
in a can
I
that
did
man is.
that happen.
What
Remember
are
that
you,
time
bro?
back in the day? I swear he did that.
Bro, there's hair in a. Forget the spray. You know, like the what's it? Jermaine Jackson, like shoe polish on the forehead.
Oh,
Forget that. That's
Mm,
old school. Man has
mm.
got hair in a can. Like, oh my god, just spray it on his head and then just line it up.
That's
And it's
that.
and I'm like, nah,
It
yeah,
is a bit mad. I understand if people have, like alopecia and medical reasons as to why they do have to wear a wig if they can't embrace a bald head or whatever. But yeah, for me, I wore a wig once, yeah, and my mum told me she said, take that off your head now today.
yeah.
Take it off. My mum's got, anyone who knows my mum, she got dreads down to her ankles, yeah. and she's always been. I've been raised very natural to look as natural as you
Yeah.
can and stuff. Yeah, my family are not really on that thing. Like, it's not really.
Oh, your head's
Nah.
too big for
No,
a wig, though, isn't it?
back,
See, see,
back.
like, I
My head's
started already.
massive. I got a
Started
massive
already.
head.
Why are you laughing like that? Why are you
First,
laughing?
that's
Come
funny.
Yeah,
on,
too
Jen.
big for a wig, man.
That's
But
okay. That's
you know,
okay,
for
Jen.
like, I understand what the brother's saying about like the message behind the wig, and I think that's all self-explanatory. Anybody with any consciousness can kind of see that. Also, like, I know there's women with natural hair that are. Look, man, I would rather a woman with a weave that's got the good heart than a woman with the natural hair that's a demon. So I just know that this natural hair thing, people, women have learned they can just cloak themselves, and now you think that she's the kind of role model that you'd want for your daughter, and actually she's even nastier.
Mm.
So I just think sometimes I hear what you're saying, but the true character is gonna go deeper than that, isn't it? But ladies, I think it's time we come along, like emancipate yourself from like relying on a wig. That's the thing that I think bonds me. When you don't feel like you can be your natural self ever. And if your hair's not done and you're not going out, no one can't see you, your man can't see you, all these type of things. You know what I mean? And obviously it's got long-term effects, in it? Like True was saying, you know? You
No
might wear a
edges
wig
in
till
that.
you need a wig.
Get yourself a mental wiggery. That's good.
Mental wiggery, you know.
Yes,
You're absolutely
yeah,
brilliant.
man. Emancipate yourself, man.
Big up to everyone joining the live. Big up to you guys in the
And no judgment.
comments.
Listen, if you're a wigger or a wiggy, you get me? A wig,
A wig
a
up there.
wigget,
A wig.
a wigget, then you know.
Do your thing. Wear your wigs. Do your
Do
thing.
your
Just
thing, man.
take care
Do
of
your
your edges.
thing.
Make sure you're using potato oil and that.
But it might be worth considering whether we are passing down certain traditions or certain societal norms or expectations that are not healthy for our youngsters. And maybe they could do without it. Do you know what I mean? There's
100%.
a lot of excuses, protective hairstyles, the wind, the cold, the rain, the sun,
But
you get me? The water,
protective hairstyles, sorry to cut you, with the protective hairstyles, you're supposed to still take care of your hair. And I think some of that is an excuse to neglect what's going on underneath. As long as it looks good on top, they don't business about
yeah,
what's going
Back.
yeah,
on. And then that's when they end up with the thinning edges and all that jazz.
yeah. And
Yeah.
now you're wearing that headscarf viciously.
Yeah.
Like you get me
Very
aggressive headscarfing and that, like at home, like
honest and that.
Mm-hmm.
So animated, Jedi. You're
now I'm
so
just saying,
animated.
is aggressive. You know, a headscarf with a vengeance. You know the ones that there's no chance of it slipping off. Triple knotted and that to the side.
Leave the line in your head and everything.
Double-sided tape, bro.
Double sided tape, you
Yeah.
know. Oh my God. Zoe, I'm going to go to Zoe. Zoe, what's something that you think you get a lot? I won't say the word hate. Somebody sent this
No, you
this
hate
topic
to
into
us.
me.
You hate to her. Yeah.
All right, it's hate.
Remember the podcast that me and you did about the marrying of cousins? If certain Asian people were to hear that, they would actually
Take
come.
off.
They'd
Take
come
off.
Yeah.
straight
It's bad
away.
though, because the Caribbeans have got a thing called kissing cousins as well. So do you know what I mean? This thing it's worldwide.
Don't put
The reason why I was specifically talking to them is because they're the ones that do it the most, and it's been proven. And
Jedi's on
I'm,
smoke. Jedi, what?
I'm not on smoke. I'm just saying, isn't it? Big up.
Bring
Like
in. Why
and
did you bring us into this?
I,
why
Why
I,
you
I
did you
doing
didn't
bring us
mean it
this
like
into
that.
shit?
I'm just making it fair. Like, yeah, boom. There might be
it's
other
other
people that don't like.
that do it. I wasn't disputing that, but I know people would be upset if certain people were to hear what was said on the podcast. But I was just clearly stating facts. It's not my personal opinion. It's actually facts.
Yeah, there's a lot of cousin love. I mean, it's legal over here. It's legal in England.
Wow.
You get me?
Yeah, legal, and I understand why they're doing it. It's a part of their culture and their religion. But then it's causing a problem with disabilities and illness.
I watched the program on it.
Things being that was being ignored.
Mm,
So
100%.
Yeah, we
Yeah, man.
definitely broke that down, bro. That was deep still, and I couldn't really dispute what you were saying because it's
I want to know, like,
Nothing
where what
personal against any race, any like
no.
people from all races that have done it in the past.
Mm.
But
Mm.
you know,
But
it's on the right.
stop fucking your cousins.
Yeah,
I hear
and,
you.
it's on the
and,
right, and it's causing a
and
massive
I,
problem. It's costing NHS thousands to hospitalise these children
Yeah.
with life-threatening illnesses.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
man.
a bit mad. I watched a program on it. I think it was on BBC iPlayer. It was about cousins marrying cousins and stuff, and there was so much disability in the family. Like it's just wild. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all. That's all mad, isn't
It's
it? That's
crazy,
all.
man.
Yeah.
I mean, when your dad's your nephew, it's, yeah, Karen.
When you're done to death, I want to know what Caribbeans marry their
yeah, bro. Where
cousins.
did you get that from? You're gonna have to elaborate on that one, bro.
Just Google kissing
Figure it
cousins.
out.
Elaborate.
No,
Google kissing cousins. Kissing cousins. And then you get me. It's a thing. Like me on my live streams, we have like little country wars in it, yeah. So I might say something, a man was gonna be like, Red, run to Google, look up Nigeria, what are Nigeria keeping up with cousins, and then you start to realize that you know what, you get me. He without sin cast the first stone. 'Cause
yeah, there is certain
there's
parts of
parts
Africa
where people are
as
keeping up
well.
with all kinds of things we can't defend.
oh man.
You know what I mean?
But I like how you said Caribbeans. You didn't say
No,
Nigerians, though. Cause
no, but I was getting to it. But we're here now, innit? We're here
no,
now.
we got there in the end. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I
He
see you,
got
man.
it. He rectified. He brought it back.
Yeah, I big up the Caribbean Defense League, man. You
Yeah,
get
man.
me?
You know this thing.
CDL,
Ah,
CDL, CDL.
Oh,
Hear me?
oh, big, big up the Talk Real podcast. Good
Big
evening,
up
good
everyone in the
evening.
chat, man.
Everybody in
I see
the
a few
chat. Everyone in
of
the
you,
chat.
man. Big
you
up,
said we
man.
got everyone in the diaspora. Like you said.
Now everyone in the chat. Now you're taking liberties. But big up the
Liberty.
diaspora too. It's
Taking
all
a
love,
piss.
man.
Feel free to just drop your comments in the comment section and I will read them out. I think, yeah. So I was having a conversation the other day with it was with my daughter's teacher, and they called me up because my child refused to refer to someone, not refused not to to call them they. So I was like, but yeah, she's a she, innit? Well, no, she doesn't identify as anything. And I said, yeah, but it's a girl, though, innit? Yeah, but she doesn't identify as anything. So what do you want me to do then? Or I need you to speak to. She told me she needed me to speak to my child and educate her. Hear that? Educate her on those type of things. I said,
You
do
mean
you?
indoctrinate? But yeah, cool.
So I said to her, so it's October, yeah. You know it's Black History Month, yeah. But hang on a minute, Jam Ents, aka Sticky Fingers, come out the comments. No one's paying you no mind. Don't ask who Zoe is. Don't try chat no one up. Just move, go along. Just go and rest yourself,
Oh,
Sticks. Big up Sticky. Big up Sticky. Big up Sticky, our host, who never shows up, but we'll talk about that another time. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So I said it's it's October, Black History's all the time, but seeing as you people want to highlight it and say it's this month, what are you teaching my child about her history then? She was like, I said, yeah, exactly, innit? So don't tell me to educate my child about this, that, there, then, who, what, when, how. Yeah, I'm not doing that. And I said, and furthermore, yeah, my child, they've made the toilets unisex in school. I said, she ain't using a toilet, the same toilets as a boy, or as a boy who classes himself as a girl, or a girl who classes herself as a boy, or anyone who's trans. Big up the trans community though, but she's not doing that because we don't do that. And I'm not being funny yet. I do get a lot of hate for it. I've said it. I've said it out loud. I'm not being funny. If you're trans, you're trans. Yeah? If you're a man transitioning into a woman, that's you, innit? But you're never going to be a woman. But
I just
and
had like a
the other way around.
4 hour live stream on TikTok with a
Mm.
brother that identifies as non-binary, and yeah, it's a deep subject, and people feel emotional about it and whatnot. The main thing is this, yeah. When we fight for people's rights, to identify as what they want. We also need to fight for people's rights to identify others with how they perceive,
Yeah.
and we can't fight against perception. Now,
Mm,
if you want somebody else to be under the same paradigm that you are, you can talk to them and try to convince them through logic.
mm,
But to use the threat of duress, conviction, loss, prosecution, this and that, to force somebody to use words that their mind doesn't actually believe.
mm,
So this is the thing. This is the emperor's new clothes. We want us all to pretend that that the emperor's wearing clothes, and I don't think that's fair. That's another breach of people's human rights. You got the right
100%.
to say to me, "I'm a chick, I'm a woman." I got the right to agree or disagree with that. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And that's a case by case thing. So, yeah, people want to hate for your opinion, but it's almost as if they're hating you for speaking your own truth while simultaneously forcing you to love their truth. And it doesn't
Mm,
work like that. So, you know what I mean? The world doesn't work like that. We can't just blackmail people emotionally into siding with you, because that's not a real ally. Then if you want real allies, then they have to make up their mind that, yeah, look, this is what it is, this is what I see you as. Otherwise it's fake, it's false.
mm-hmm.
You get me?
No, for real, for real. Have you got any of you guys got any thoughts on that, on the whole?
I find that people that have got lack of intelligence, like you said earlier, they tend to get upset, and you just think, well, why are you getting upset? You're having a simple conversation. You can't expect that every time you vocal something that everybody has to agree with you.
Mm,
Yeah.
Like, everybody's got opinions on angles of how they see things, and not everybody is going to agree with your opinion. So what? I'm this and I'm ignorant because I don't agree with you. No,
mm,
you can impose nothing on me. When you've actually shown me the facts, then yes, then and I'm convinced by the facts, then yeah, that's different. But
mm.
please don't come and impose no opinions on me. That's not factors. It's just
Yeah, it's
as
that. It gets me mad. It really does get
it
me mad.
mean
Mm,
nothing. Unless it's
it's true.
fact, unless it's based on facts, it really doesn't mean nothing.
100%. And because at the end of the day, everyone's got their own belief share. And it's funny how people want you to believe what they're saying, but they don't want to hear
Yeah, then
what you believe.
I thought of that, like, what's this arrogance about? I just seen on some platforms how cast behave, and you just think all of that just because someone's voicing their opinion and they don't agree with you.
Mm,
Like, some people
it's so
get
true.
So like
really
so
respectful.
like groups that are requiring and demanding tolerance from others are finding themselves in a situation where they themselves lack tolerance, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't have the tolerance for somebody that doesn't agree with you.
Hmm.
And it's like my way or the
Yeah.
I
highway.
think it used
So what's
Yeah.
the difference
Yeah,
between you and the
understand.
ones that you say are oppressing you? And you know what? We can
Mm,
take this paradigm and flip it and think, you know what? This is something that black people do to themselves and
mm-hmm.
to others. We start inheriting certain traits and behaviors and mindsets of those that we claim to be our oppressors. We start turning into the monsters we claim we hate. Do you know what I mean? So take it away from, like, politely, from the trans thing and all that. Even in when we look at racism and that, the way that some of us have been treated and our generations before us were treated,
Mm,
we are now dishing out the same type of behavior or thought process on others.
I
See
hear
what I'm trying to
you.
say? And on ourselves as well.
Mm,
So
I hear you,
this is
man.
a phenomenon. People asking
not really.
for tolerance, but they're
It
intolerant.
used to be about tolerance. It starts being about tolerance until the power shift or the paradigm changes. Then it becomes about power, and then it becomes about forcing your will on others,
Mm,
Control.
control, convincing everybody that what your truth is the only truth. But that's the way
yeah.
of the world, isn't it? So they're not following no blueprint that hasn't been done 1,000 times. Everything we believe now because of this same blueprint. Do you get
Yeah,
me?
you're right.
So
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
instead of trying to, because obviously people always think that they have to fight against something in order to not make something happen. But you have to have
Mm,
your own agenda, you get me? And push your agenda. Because they're gonna push theirs regardless, innit? And they have
Mm.
right now. But when the power shifts, you gotta be
Big
ready,
up,
innit?
Sebs.
We gotta be ready when the paradigm shifts with our own agenda. Do you get me?
mm, mm.
Whole thing, innit? Like preparing, because the time's gonna come where it's our turn, like, do you get what I mean?
No, that's so true. That's so true. Made some good, valid points there. CR7 Dre says grown adults can do what they want, but leave the children alone. And that was my point as well. That was definitely my point, because why are you trying to impose and force that onto my child when I'm teaching her something different at home? I'm teaching her to believe in what she wants to believe in. Might not be right to the rest of the
But you've
world.
given up. I mean, at the end of the day, respectfully, you've given up your right to
Yeah,
protect your child from that.
it's so
Do you know what I mean? So you've
yeah,
decided to place your child, your treasure, and everyone's doing this. They place their treasure, their pride and joy into a system that you already know has certain agendas,
yeah,
right? And
yeah,
then we get offended and shocked and feel away and get combative when they try to push these agendas on our children. But
yeah,
this is what the school system is. So for new mothers or new fathers or parents to be, homeschooling is definitely an option, and schooling groups and private schooling groups and all these type of things. It's definitely an option. We need to break out of this cookie cutter way of raising our young, because we're
mm,
just following a tradition that's not necessarily beneficial to all of us. Yes, some children benefit, some children don't,
mm,
and I wish
mm,
that that option was more available for parents
mm,
when I was young, because
yeah,
I definitely feel that as much as I enjoyed the social aspect, I don't think I necessarily benefited from going to school. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Facts.
Yeah, no,
Facts.
I totally hear what you're saying.
100.
I'm quite
Hey, so, remember back in the day, I remember back in the day that in primary school, like the Muslim kids or the kids from certain cultures didn't have to be part of certain assemblies, and
Yeah,
mm,
I remember
yeah,
that.
you know,
yeah,
but certain cultures just don't stand for certain stuff,
Yeah,
and
just like, nah,
yeah,
not for us, please,
so
thanks. Cheers.
we gotta really stand on our square, bro. If we believe something, we gotta just stand on it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
we do have to.
passionate about believing, because with certain religions and cultures, they will stand by, they will literally like say, okay, cool, fair enough, like you don't have to participate. But if it was anybody else, they do, like, and people were quick to give up, whilst
But
really what we should do is stand in our ground and say,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
that's
But society needs to
that.
change so that parents are awarded parents are awarded, or homemakers are awarded. The stay up at home parent is awarded, and it's made easier to
mm,
facilitate looking after your children in a more organic way. Not this factory setting where you take them to the nursery, then from the nursery they go to preschool, then from preschool and and they're spending. Look, they want kids to be in school longer, for longer.
mm,
So I think they want to push it up to like 18 or something like that. They're
yeah,
saying, and they want the kids to be in school till like 5 o'clock in these things there. So
mm,
like doing what, learning what? Because I know from as the experience of being part of a homeschooling parentage, that it's an hour a day of learning that they teach the kids in
yeah,
school, and the rest is filler.
correct.
This is what Ofsted and all these people will tell you, and this is what you'll find out when you get your own, the curriculum and blah blah blah. You realize it's an hour of learning a day that they just
And all the rest
spreading
is
out. They're just
learning through
spreading
play
out.
and
What the hell?
it is, it's done. Big up Glam Chat Nads. Big up
You know?
yourself. Go and catch her on your time with Nad this evening. She has some amazing guests on there. And you can also catch me live with her and the beautiful Tan tomorrow,
Big up,
Thursday.
lads. Big up, Tom.
Damn,
But yeah, no, it's just like, I just think that oh, it's a hard one. I'm quite lucky in the sense in that I've raised a very strong-minded individual. My daughter, she questions me, and that's what I want. Because I want her to question things. Because even I tell her, even I'm wrong sometimes. You get me? Your teachers are not right just because they read books. They're not right because they went to university. They're not right because it seems like they're in charge of you from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. Do you know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
question everything. And if something doesn't sound right to you, question it. If it doesn't feel right to you, question it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm lucky in that sense. But there are some children who are very vulnerable, and they will be taken in by the bullshit, and they will think it's right. I've watched children argue with their parents saying, well, no, my teacher said, nah, your teacher's chatting shit.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? So we have to be very careful about the next generation and how we're raising them as well.
well,
Definitely.
old-fashioned people, they just seem to feel that they're too big and bad to be told anything, when really sometimes they're just their thoughts and opinions is just based on arrogance and nonsense.
100%, 100%. So I totally agree with you. Guys, have you got anything more to say on that? I mean, I think we said it all. Should we move on to our second topic?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. So, does listening, this is for the men now, yeah? Does listening to a woman make you feminine? And you can, I'm not going to give you no context. I'm not going to give you no fuck all that. Use your brains. We're using our brains tonight, guys. We're thinking inside the box, outside the box, whatever, yeah? Like what I got from this, yeah, was that, you know, sometimes there might be a man and he's with his woman or
Don't
whatever.
try
And
woman
what,
explain to us. Don't try, we ain't listening to you. We're men. Don't try
now
woman
shut
explain
up,
to
Jed.
us.
I'm giving you a
True.
little
What's she doing?
example,
What's she
yeah?
doing? What?
I think
What's she trying to do?
contradicting
Exactly.
herself.
Don't try it.
Don't,
Don't
Don't try
do
woman
that.
explain. You just
Don't
said
no,
do
you're not
that.
going to.
listen.
Don't do that. Don't.
You get me?
Don't try and
You just
do
said
that,
don't try woman
Kenzie.
explain. So then when we give our answer, you're going to say that we took from you. Nah, we're good to
You get me?
go. Get
Oh, do you
me?
know what?
And plus,
All
we
right,
weren't
Jed.
straight.
All right, Jed. Go on then,
Weren't
Jed.
True.
straight.
What you
It's the
saying?
thing, then, Jed. Big up to the No Truth Buds podcast. Go and follow
Aye,
him.
brother.
He's going to
Hoyt,
up
yeah.
you on soon. Big up, Hoyt, Quaku
Big up,
But
Seven.
big up.
Big up.
hold on. We weren't listening in the first place. You know that, innit?
That's fine. I mean, it's
Then
not a problem. I don't need to be
we don't
listened
listen
to.
to women. Of course not. Men don't.
That's fine.
Listen,
I don't need to be
men
listened
and
to. I'm all
women are
right.
experienced in different areas. Sometimes a man needs to hear something from a woman's perspective rather than a man's perspective all the
I think
time.
that's. I
Says
think,
who? Says who?
Listen, in
I'm joking.
general,
I'm joking. I'm
honest,
joking.
I
Trying to
know
start.
what you're
Trying to
like.
start.
but it's an oxymoron, isn't it? Because we're obviously having conversations with women because we value their opinions.
Right,
The
exactly.
question is like, do you get what I'm saying? The question almost is we're answering the question by having this conversation.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So we obviously value the opinions of women.
Why would it
For most,
make you? Why would it make us feminine though? Like just to listen to a woman.
Well,
Like
I was going to give you an example, but you shut me down, innit? You shut me
look,
down. You made me
look.
sit down. You made me feel that small. Do you get me? A lot small. No, I'm joking.
this is why we don't listen to women, bro.
Why we don't listen to them, man? It's too emotional.
Ah.
You know what I mean? But I listen to women, of course, definitely. I mean, it's contextual, depending on the context. Do you know what I mean? Especially if it's your partner, you're gonna listen to them, but also you're gonna have your own thoughts as well. Sometimes when you don't know the answer to something or whatever, even if you do, it's good to hear it from your partner or from women that have maybe been through them experiences or not. Maybe they haven't. And that even makes their opinion even better because they're coming from a fresh perspective or whatever. It's good to listen to women. It's also good to know yourself and have your own mind, whether you're a man or a woman. And if that question was reversed, I'd hope you lot would answer the same way. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I would have, but no, I'm only joking. No, for me, for me, like I always say, I lost my dad when I was 9. It's like a running joke now, but it's a real thing in it. So the masculine energy in my life has been it's been few and far between because my family's full of women in it. So for me, when to hear a man's opinion or if I'll go to a man for advice, I'm really listening. Like I will really listen and I'll really take on board what he's saying because it means a lot. Because I know as a woman, sometimes I'm looking at things from an emotional point of view. Men are very logical. So
Some
sometimes you need that logical mind to tell you what's good in it. But on the flip side, sometimes men are emotional as fuck. And I've got many male friends and I've had to sit down with them and say, listen, take a deep
yeah.
breath. You think differently. You're thinking from a place of emotion. You're thinking from your own experience. But sometimes you have to step aside and take your
Yeah,
experience
put your
out of it in order to
feelings
see,
aside.
yeah,
Because
to
some of
see the
them
bigger
really get
picture.
caught up in their
Really get
feelings.
caught up and they get upset, man. And I
Yeah.
understand it, but we have to remain logical a lot in life. Like I'm don't get me wrong, I'm very in touch with my emotions, but I'm really on a logical thing these days, man. Because your emotions will definitely get you hurt or killed or something. Do you get me? So you have to think, yeah, man, you have to think from a logical point of view. What are you saying, Drew? You get bent. You're again.
You're emotional wreck. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Shut up. I can't stand
No,
you.
I'm saying though.
Go on.
What I was gonna say is, do you think? Are you trying to say that if you get advice from women, or you listen to a woman, or women are the people you go to for counsel, that makes you feminine?
Yeah, it was something I saw on TikTok. That's what they were saying. They were saying it makes you feminine.
I think what they're doing is interchanging feminine with like feminine energy. Do you get what I'm saying? So obviously, in feminine energy, and that's balancing you in that moment or whatever. I don't feel like it makes you feminine though, but I guess that's where they're kind of getting I think that's where they're getting it from.
It doesn't make you feminine or less of a
I
man,
think it makes
because
you.
to
I
take
think it makes you.
advice,
Sorry, sister. Go on,
to take
please.
advice from a woman,
Yeah,
does that make you less of a
no,
man?
No, no.
Right,
so
exactly. There's nothing wrong. Just same way how women can take advice from men. What's the problem with taking advice from women?
If I'm honest with you, I think it makes it. I think it's more of a masculine trait for a man to recognize and reflect on himself and realize that he could benefit from listening to a woman's perspective. I think that shows a mastery of mind and ego and an understanding of yourself. That is, I think that's very manly. Man's supposed to know himself, innit? So with you know, do you know what I mean? There's no threat to your masculinity from listening to a woman. Now, if you don't listen to men, or if a woman tells you something, you just believe it, then there's an imbalance there. But if you have an open ear, why would you cut off half of the population and not listen? What is that? That's,
it's
you
more
get
than
me?
even
It
more.
don't make sense. It don't make sense.
True.
It don't make sense.
Yeah,
And I'm sure every powerful man had women around him that he sought counsel that could advise him or say, I don't think that's a good idea. Or my man's giving me bookie vibes, or I thought of it like this. I've organized things like this. And, because how many women come to you and say, you know what? Listen, that thing you was telling me about, I thought about it. I've written down a few things, and here, hold that, and have a look over it. That's how women are.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? They'll be like, and you can appreciate that, man. Their organizational skills and things like that. Like, yeah, you have to listen to women. If you don't listen to women, then you might as well cut off one ear.
we learn from each other on both ends. Do you know what I
Of
mean? Men
course.
and women learn from each other.
What in the
Of
Van Gogh
course.
is going on?
What in the
There's nothing
Van Gogh is going on?
and they will never see you as competition. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wait, say that again,
There's
because it
nothing
cut
better
off when you were saying.
going to support you, and they'll never see you as competition. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
that's one thing about men. Even if it's your brother, it's your cousin, it's your close. You get what I'm saying? There's always a potential time where man's gonna be like, "Oh, I want to be better, man. Oh, I want to." Do you get what I'm saying? Even if it's not intentional, you get me? Like it might be accidental, or man might check themselves or whatever, but it will come, innit? That little come because it's natural competition. You get me? But women are not looking at you thinking nothing like that. They just think,
Okay.
I'm saying, well, for the
Yeah.
women in my
Yeah, of course, yeah. So, on the flip side, women, does it make you weak to submit to a man's decision or a man's opinion?
Only if it only makes you weak to submit to a man's decision if that man is weak. If he's a strong man with a strong mind and
Does it
is
make you? What if it's wrong? What if it's wrong? What if you find out or you submit to it and it was a wrong choice? Does that make you weak to have gone with that?
makes you a little
Maybe you had a
No,
gut
piece done.
it just gives
feeling.
you
Makes you a
Maybe you had a
little
gut
piece
just to
done.
feeling that
make
it
the
was
peace.
wrong.
Yeah, makes you
Just
done.
to keep
That makes
the
you done.
peace. I think sometimes women may be submissive just to keep the peace and just save the sake of
Does
arguing.
that make
Because
you weak?
sometimes you may know that your husband or whatever your partner's wrong, but just because you like to save the argument, you just go along with it. But deep down, you know that they're wrong.
Does that make you weak?
No.
I mean, it doesn't make you weak to do that. I think if a man's giving you bad advice and you listen to it knowing it's bad advice and you go and do it anyway, you're an
Yeah,
idiot, innit?
yeah.
But if sometimes with men, I find, yeah, men, even though they're logical, like I said, they're very emotional at the same time. And sometimes just to save the peace, yeah, just to keep the peace, you do say, oh, okay, yeah. Do you know what I mean? But at some point, because that decision is fuckery or wrong or whatever, and he was wrong, he's gonna punish
Yeah.
you, and he's gonna
So
say,
that
you know what, you know what, babes, like
I
it
would say
always
that's a
happens. But
strength, isn't it?
yeah,
I think that's a strength to be able to say, do you know what? I overstand where I go on. This is a social strength, right?
mm,
Do you know what I mean? Because
okay,
you're like, you know what? I understand this scenario. I've got the understanding to say, you know what? I can take this L. I can take this L
mm,
right now and let him find out for himself. I've tried. I'm gonna support him anyway. Maybe it might go right, whatever. But if it goes
mm.
wrong, at least you know you supported your man, and then you could say, look, babes, I did try to say, but look, this is how we could do it differently, or this is another option, or whatever. Or sometimes you just got to take the L together. But yeah, I think
No,
that's a good.
yeah, yeah. That's a.
Doesn't
Do
make
you know what? That's
it
actually.
weird because obviously you're respecting their opinions as well as
Yeah,
going along
Mm.
with it. It shows that you've got respect.
And it is.
yeah, it
It,
does.
it, it, it could be hard out here with men. I'm a very empathetic person and I feel a lot in it. And my gut is my brain. So when sometimes I see shit before, it's like you see it play out before it even happens. And I used to make the mistake of going to, especially men, because I'm around men more. I used to make the mistake of saying, oh, listen, this is going to happen and this, and this, and this. They're looking at you like you're a fucking idiot, yeah, or whatever. And they'll still go and do it. And then when it happens, yeah, they want to come and say, oh, do you know what? You was kind of right. But I don't say anything anymore. Sometimes you've got to, like with men or women, you have to leave people to do what they want to do to see what they would rather do. You
Yeah,
can't
rather than dictating
interfere.
and forcing your
Yeah, you
opinion.
can't interfere because it could have been their lesson or something they're supposed to learn or a piece of karma or whatever it is. You get me? So
Now,
you gotta make the decision.
as a man, we can't do that. We can't let the woman knowingly make a fuck up. We can't allow her. We can't allow
Who
it.
can't?
Oh
But
no,
yeah,
yeah,
Exactly.
man's
I
Why
know
is
not
that
that.
allowing
the
that. Man
line?
don't even want that I told you so moment.
Who,
Yeah,
This is where man's
yeah.
putting
can't?
his foot down.
Who can't? It
Get me?
depends. It depends.
The foot's going down. You're
It
not
depends.
doing it.
It depends how you feel about that woman, though.
Yeah,
It depends.
you're
You
not
don't
doing
give a
it.
fuck about her. You would just be
Okay,
like, oh, go and do your
cool,
thing.
yeah.
Do you
You
know
know
what
what?
I
But
mean?
obviously, generally,
I'm reached a point in my life I ain't trying to control near bitch. I don't give a fuck what you jump off the cliff, bitch. Jump off the cliff if you want to jump off the cliff, bitch. You get me? I said that's the cliff, bro. Stop walking. Stop walking.
I
Uh,
They're
said that's the cliff.
learning.
I
I
said,
said that's the cliff.
you get me? I left off the cliff now, bro. I ain't got time. You get me? My peace of mind, my calm heart is worth more than any bitch, anywhere, anytime.
Man's got
Like,
bitches and hoes and tricks.
that's it.
yeah, it sounds like
Bitches
it for you.
and chicks
Sorry,
and hoes and tricks.
say the word bitches, but you know what I mean. I'm not trying to convince no one, nothing, anytime, no way, at any moment, never.
Tell
Like
him.
from this point onwards, if you want to do what,
That's where I'm at in my journey because I'm not. I used to do that, and it used to get me hurt and upset. And for what? Fuck that. Do your thing,
This
innit?
is
Go
it.
and do
It's
what
like
you
you
want to
can
do.
have
more,
like people are free to do what they want. Just allow people
and
to
I told
learn
you,
in their own time. Everyone learns at different paces as well. So just
Mm-hmm.
allow people to just be on their journey. They jump off when they jump off, and do you know what I mean? Just
Fact.
leave people to just get on with what they're doing and stop imposing every minute because that can be very annoying and it causes
Oh,
conflict as well.
definitely,
Um,
definitely causes
sorry,
conflict.
family that's watching this. I hope that you lot are all sharing the live. If you could do that, that
I
would mean a lot to
know.
all of us
Share it
out
the
here.
live and tap up the
Please,
screen
yeah,
and do what you
Really,
want. No, that's TikTok, isn't it?
yeah.
Let me read some of these comments up. So
can't tap.
Jam N have said, I think
Next time
it
we do
was
this
some.
live again, we're doing it on TikTok.
Okay, I think it was some Gen Z who made that comment on TikTok. Yeah, it most probably was. Do you know what I mean? It probably was. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, man, I just think that at the end of the day, sometimes we need information from different people, whether it's a man or a woman or whatever. I don't think a man listening to a woman, whether it's your mum, your sister, your woman, your auntie, whatever, doesn't make you feminine. It doesn't. How does that make you feminine? Men have to possess a certain amount of feminine energy anyway, and whether that's them displaying it or whether it's that by the women they have around them. I think it's energy in it, really. It's not.
yeah,
You're not about it, man. If you
100%.
listen to them, you know what I mean? I mean, Prue, what are you saying? You want to say something else, don't you? Go on, go on. It's the
But
true talk. You.
at the same time, you got to have your own mind though, like, because you know, there's extremes. I do want to cover the other extreme of like, are you feminine if you listen to women? Yeah, you are as well. If like,
How?
if women run your brain, if women run your head, yeah, if you like, yeah, you're feminine. Like if if you just like let your mom and your auntie and your sister and that, and they run your brain, then yeah, you're feminine. Feminine because you're like, do you know what I mean? Like because I can think of some people where women do kind of, you just listen to women, bruv. You know, like you just listen to women. You get all your advice from women. Your perspectives are from women. You know, the man that was like, oh yeah, if I ever met my dad, I'd beat him up.
Yeah, bro,
You know that man
bro,
there that want to be up there.
It's not
bro.
as
You know
funny.
how
You,
That's
much,
not
you,
as
you just
funny.
listen
I
to
can't lie.
yeah,
Bro, that gets on my
and
nerves
you
so
become a
much,
simp.
and it's been triggering me a little bit more recently. Like every time I see a man, and it's like, you hate your pops so much,
Yeah,
bro. Your mum never did nothing.
yeah, yeah. Your mom's an
Perfect, bro.
angel. Yeah,
You get me? Your mum's just an angel when your dad just. How can
listening to too much woman. Li-
bro? I'm like,
li-
what? Nah, cause like, get it? You get me? But chill out, bro.
Chill the fuck
listening to too
out.
much
I don't care.
woman.
I don't want to hear his story. I don't
No,
want to
but
hear
if the
nothing.
man's
I
not
don't care what
present,
happened.
then all that
Don't
they
talk
can
about my
hear is the
mum
man.
at all. I'm
Yeah,
like, brother, like, give him, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to give your pops a chance. You don't want to hear nothing. You don't.
yeah. So
That
the ultra mummies boys, like it
rubs me
can be a thing
the
where
wrong way. Still.
you got too much woman in your ear. You get me? You listen to women. There's another thing that could be gossip. Cause men like to gossip with women and they
Oh
listen to
my
women's
God,
here.
men are
He say, she
terrible
saying,
now when it comes to
guess
gossip.
Men
what? This man did that and
are
that. And you're
worse
listening
now
to
They're
for the
women.
worse
gossip.
So,
than women now when
Worse
it comes to
than
gossip.
women
My
now.
goodness.
so
Proper. I'm like,
yeah. You can listen. Yeah, sometimes listening to women is like a feminine trait because it's like, but it depends on the context, like we said from the beginning, right? Do you know what I mean? In a
definitely.
partnership, in a friendship, in an advisory role, that's normal, that's standard. You're supposed to have women and men in your council. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But on the other side, there's men that just listen to women.
Yeah,
You
you're
and
definitely a little bit thick if you're
can't
doing
lie,
that.
that shit has been triggering me every time
Oh my
I
God.
can't lie.
And,
There's men
Can't lie.
that just listen to women.
Match Fit H says men have to listen to whoever is saying the most logical, useful thing, and I could not agree more. Because as
No,
women, we
Paul.
do it sometimes. Jedi, the top speaker of speakers. Jedi is his own person. He doesn't rep a place. He doesn't rep anything. He is
Thank
who he is. But big up
you.
yourself
Big up yourself,
anyway.
though,
Big up
RMZP.
yourself anyway. You
No.
the legend, though. Yeah, we already called him magnificent. We already did that, but I'm not doing that now. I'm not being nice anymore
No,
because
yeah, I've
yeah,
already
you
said she got a
feel
big head,
that.
so it's on now.
No, do you get me? And I let him get away with the big head thing. I really did let him get away with that, you know.
You
But
know the worst man. See, when you say big head, it sounds cool. That sounds nice. That's a big
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 head.
head,
You know, that's
head.
big
I
head.
used
Big,
He
to
no, there's
didn't
no
get
say,
hate.
get
"Hey,
No
offended
big
hate.
by
head."
that
He
Big
didn't
head.
do.
statement, but
There's
now
no
I
hate.
don't
Yeah,
give a damn.
Yeah,
he didn't do the sticky thing. He didn't say, "Hey, big head."
that's a
He
yeah,
went,
big
big
"You got
head.
a
head.
big head,
Offended.
Ooh.
bro."
Big
Big
head,
on
like.
That's
what?
why
On what?
I know, Jed. Jed, I
I,
thought we were family as well
I
because
know, I
we both got the
know.
great thing and that. But you know what, Jed? You know
I,
what? Not yours,
do
Jed.
you remember when we used to call girls bucket? Aye, that was fun. Them
Now
big
you're a
bucket.
Buckhead.
Yeah,
dickhead
you
for
little
that, though,
bucket.
Jed. You're a
Nah, but I'm
dickhead
not
for that.
calling. No,
You
you're
ain't
not a
no
bucket.
Jedi.
You're
You
not a
ain't
bucket.
no Jedi.
You're
You
not a
ain't, you ain't.
bucket. Not you. I'm just saying.
This
You
is why
remember
they
when we
make
used to
What are
say
you
why they
bucket?
saying?
That was a
lace
funny term.
now, blood. This is why they do lace fronts now, blood.
Okay.
You get
Okay, yeah.
bucket coming.
Well, buckets are actually pretty. Come to realize that big foreheads are like a mark of beauty on a
Mm,
woman.
Yes,
mm.
my fire
I
real
love
big, you see.
my
Then
forehead. I love it.
I used to hate it back in the day, but now I don't give a
Nah,
damn.
man, I
Check
love
out
my
my big
forehead.
forehead.
Trust me. Yeah, big up my big forehead. I love it,
Yeah,
Jeds. I love it.
and
You
I
can't make me
embrace it
feel
I
no
now.
wasn't.
type of way, Jeds.
I wasn't
You
trying to.
can't.
Yeah,
Anyway, Jedi. Anyway,
yeah,
love you, Jeds.
yeah. Big
Right.
up, big up.
I got
I big up Mr. Different as well, man.
big up everyone in the comment section again. So, guys, I have a scenario for
Cool.
you all. Are you ready for this one? So, this is from a real person, where I live in Wales, where the sheep are, but we don't shag them. I've been with my partner for about a year now, and the relationship has been very intense from the jump. We instantly fell for each other, and I really love him, and he loves me. We are quite young. I'm 22 and he's 21. His parents are very strict and they aren't too happy about us being together. He plays rugby and he's definitely going to go pro. My issue is that his parents have come to me and they have offered me £20,000 to stay away from him
Oh
so
my
that,
God.
so that he can focus on his career. I don't want to break up with him, but at the same time, I don't want to distract him from his goals. What should I do?
Yeah, just fall back a bit, man. Just fall back and make sure you're an asset to his trading.
That's a
That's what
sticky
you do. If
one.
you care about the
Still.
man and you think he's gonna go big, you think he's gonna blow up in this rugby thing, yeah, parents think you're a distraction. Think about the reasons, because you're old enough now to reflect. Think about the reasons why the parents might think you're a distraction and eliminate those reasons. Is it if it's because you see him 4 times a week, see him twice a week. You get me? If you really care. Otherwise, take the 20K and keep it moving. Furthermore, hit up my PayPal. The link is in my description.
Well said. Well said. Well
Shit,
said.
then.
Well,
True, what are
I
you
think
saying? So,
personally, the parents have got too much input, and I don't understand why when they're both adults, it's not like they're teenagers in school, they're actually big people.
mm,
So I think the parents need to take a step back, like, because they've got too much input and too much say in what's
mm,
going on in their son's life. I think they need to like just let them do what they're doing and like let him make that decision for himself of whether she's a distraction or not. Maybe they just don't want him to have a girlfriend and they're not comfortable
mm,
with it and they're using that as an excuse.
mm, mm. I
I
love the
disagree
contrast in the
highly.
different answers.
I
Why do you disagree
highly
again?
disagree.
Why?
Highly disagree, man. That's your youth, 21 years old, and they got prospects. And like you might as well say you're a manager, and you've been taking this youth to all the practices, all the rare. You got them into rugby. Think you're just gonna give up now because he's found a little piece of tuntun? No, you need to
No,
be in
he
your
doesn't
son's
need
ear.
to give
You need to
up.
coach your son. No, you need to be in your the 20 grand thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's weird. Yeah, but
Yeah, exactly.
being
Takes you
involved
too
to that
far.
to a level where you have an issue and you're at 21, I think that's respectable. She's 22, you're 21, you got prospects, you've met this gal, you now wrap up all up in this gal and rare. Your
Mm,
training's going downhill, yeah. And we're like, no, you're not gonna fuck this up, bro. And you owe it to your son to be in his corner and find strategies to guide him through this and make sure that he becomes a success. That's what family does. And you've put in all this work. Don't just let it go to waste now, because unfortunately, men do find women and get distracted in their goals. It does happen.
It does
Do you know what I mean? Men do find,
happen.
and it happens to women as well.
mm,
But you can give your opinion as a parent without like taking over. I get what you're saying, but they're adults. It's not like they're children.
mm,
Even though I hear what you're saying, like they need to just show, like, just let them kind of like find out for themselves. Even though you've given that advice and it's right what they're saying, they can't force it on them because they're adults.
Okay, I
I
hear you.
think when you force your own opinion or you force something on your child,
They're
they're
gonna
just gonna go
rebel
and
even
rebel and
more.
they're gonna
Exactly.
rebel even more and say,
Yeah.
fuck that. I told my daughter this scenario and she said, I'd take the 20K, still be with him, make him go pro, and we'd live our lives. Good. That's what she said to me. She was like, that's mad. Do you think you can tell me not? She was like, if you told me not to be with someone because of that reason, I'd say, are you all right? She was like, that's a weird reason, isn't it? Like, even though she said, because say he went out tomorrow and broke his leg, that's his whole rugby career done. Do you know what I'm saying? So, Drew, what are you saying? What do you think,
the
love?
parents think that she's in it for the money, innit? It's nothing to do with distraction. It's nothing to do with none of that.
Oh,
They offer that
okay.
because they want to see if she's in this thing because he's gonna be rich and because he's gonna make money in it.
Because he's
So it's like,
making
well,
money already, innit?
most probably, but it's like leave my.
Obviously, if he's about to go pro and he's 21,
Mm,
he's in a semi-pro kind of situation or
mm,
some club. He's getting paid for his sport already. So you
Yeah.
might be
mm,
right.
mm,
I
mm.
didn't think of it like that.
Bro, look, here's 20 bags. Fuck off. You get it. You want a payday. There's your payday. Leave my son. Do you get it? So I don't even
Mm.
like even
Because my friend's son
any other.
was scouted for like Everton or something like that, right? And he wasn't even on the team yet or none of that. Where he was, I don't know about football, innit? But he was on P's already. from doing the little semi-pro thing or whatever he was doing under whatever age. He's already on P's
They're already getting.
to the point where he got to the point where he's making the same P's as his dad, and he hasn't even turned pro yet. So I don't know how rugby is, but I'm assuming there's P's in there for when you're at that level.
Bro, you know there's money in rugby.
Yeah,
There's money in
Big
it.
schools eating and then man there. You know it's serious.
Okay. Hey, so you I think you're onto something. They're just like, listen, take the little payday, keep it moving. Just go on.
Get me, fuck off. He's gonna marry his cousin, you can.
Cousin, you know.
But
Yeah,
I
got the cousin lined up.
They're doing, because I think if the son really loves her, and she tells the son, right, your mum offered me 20 bags to leave you, like where, he's going to violate his parents, bro. Big contract and cut. Big contract and cut, bro. Ain't gonna give mum and dad nothing. Cut. Same thing, and then she's gonna rinse it for the same bread they were trying to stop. Do you get me? So after but she's in the children's life, you're getting that's an individual, not your person, not your creation, not your task, and that's a person there, it's an individual, just like you and I. Do you get me? You might have been the person that made them, but you don't own them. Do you get me? And if you don't know that, they will make you know that, bro. Yeah, they will remind you that you don't own them.
Well, they'll remind you.
So I think interfering in your children's life to that extent is way excessive. But I do think that the parents think that she's a gold digger and they're trying to get her out of the way. You get me?
I'm going to stay in my 21-year-old's life, in his business. Yeah. I'm gonna be involved. I'm gonna have opinions.
Yeah.
And yeah, I believe you. Yeah, make your choices and rare.
But maybe the
But you know
girl's
what?
got her own plan.
I feel like maybe these parents are onto something. Maybe they know their boy. Maybe they know the boy better than she does. Do you know what I mean? And maybe they've considered everything and have decided that this gal needs to keep it moving, and she ain't gonna show us all of that.
You got obviously they really love their son. They're saying 20 racks. How many gal are you gonna pay 20 racks to get away from your youth?
Now this one,
Because no, but you gotta understand, fam. My man's a prospect anyway.
Yeah.
Just because this gal's out the way, there's gal everywhere.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. This gal. So there's something. There's something about you where they want to pay you 20K to get away from their son.
That means she's
terrible. But they don't rate you, because if they rated you, they would never try to offer you money to get away from their son anyway. So there's something about you.
20K. Apes, I mean, bro, take the 20K and fuck off. Cause them like you.
This is a real person, you know.
They think she's
big her up, man. But this is what it is.
This is 20K, so you have something very bad.
Why do they think they can make the in? Why do they think they can make the indecent proposal? There's something about you.
I spoke to her about it. I did speak to her, and she said she said they're so strict. He sat down with her and told her how strict they were on when he was growing up and stuff. And when they realized that he was really good at the sport and everything, these Welsh people, and he was really, really good at rugby and stuff, they pushed him and pushed him and pushed him and pushed him. Do you get me?
And now he's about to go pro. Yeah. And he's being distracted by this thing.
But well, I mean, he loves her. They love each other.
Oh, nice. Love is great. 21-year-old love, great.
Just make sure you push him to be a rugby player, bro, and don't go broke, because you're gonna wish you took that 20 bags otherwise.
That's what I'm saying.
She said she'll fully support him. She wants, she said, she goes to all his games. She fully supports everything.
What's the problem?
The parents.
Can she get out of his? Can she get out of his way a bit though?
Can she what?
Can she get out of his way a little bit though? I think that's the issue.
Is she in his way though?
Enough for the parents to offer 20 bags. Enough for the parents to say, I'm going to offer this gal. Remember, this is not just some any gal. I'm going to offer this girl, this woman, 20 bags to leave our son alone. Something is going in. Come on, man. So obviously he's missing things. He's distracted. His performance is going down since he's been with the thing. Something is going in to inspire these parents. They're not just saying, I just want you to be celibate. They're trying to get you away from this brother because they think you're a distraction. If you want to stay with the brother and you want to do right and prove them wrong, you might need to fall back a little bit. If you love him, and you might look and be real and be honest with yourself and think, you know what? Is his performance going down since we've been together? Did that time we had the argument and he had to go into training even though he didn't have much sleep and the scouts was there? Was that a bad look? Do you know what I mean? Like, you got to come on. Because, 21, 22-year-old, this little thing, it could be very tempestuous.
Young, it's young. As much as it's adult, it's young.
So there could be a lot of things. If he's a prospect, she's jealous of other girls. There's been arguments. There's been very rare. The parents are just like, yo, we don't need all of this right now. Like, he's about to pop off. We need him focused. Let him get his foot in the door.
And she did say as well, they went on they went on a family holiday, and he asked if she could come. They said yeah, but they booked in separate rooms on the holiday.
They go already.
Huh?
Have they been on holiday already?
Yeah, they've been on the holiday.
Like her, bro.
They don't like her.
On the holiday, bro. She did something mad on the holiday, bro. Because if they're willing to bring
why are you surviving though?
Think about it. If they're willing to bring her on holiday, they liked her before that.
No, because he insisted, didn't it? He said, look, like...
Agreed, though. If they're willing to pay 20 bags, then they can tell their son no.
The ones there where the girl comes on holiday, right? Like, give him a break. They just wanted a holiday with their son. Like, fall back, man. You get me?
She said he asked.
Yeah, of course he will. Of course he's going to ask, because you're going to feel away and rare, and he's besotted with you. I know what it's like. He's not focused. He just wants you around all the time. You want to be around him all the time. And they're just like, yo, we don't want this right now. I get it. I'm not going to lie. I'm with the parents.
Jedi's all on the parents' side. You really are.
I'm always side with these parents, man.
So I'm gonna go round the panel. So Zoe, what do you think she should do?
I think she maybe take a step back and analyze the situation. Am I a distraction, or is the parents just don't want me involved?
Okay.
I would take the money though, but I would take a step back. Take the money, yes. Take the 20 bags, yes.
Zoe, you said all of that, yeah, and then you said, but I'll take the 20 bags.
What if it was a test?
A test?
This is what I'm saying.
What if it's a test, isn't it? What if it's a test?
You're fucking test. If it's a test, you're taking that by the
That was my whole speech. They're testing if she'll take that because they think she's a gold digger.
Yeah, you did say that, innit?
No, but Bun tests, man. That's annoying. Why are you testing me? Like,
weird though, isn't it?
And it's weird. Why? Why are you? I don't like parents like that. Get on my nerves, to be honest with you.
To be a millionaire for sure.
Right, say it all that again. And you're cutting in and out.
Snegger thing to be. You help me have their claws in there. I get it, but the reality is, what she should do is tell her boyfriend what the parents have done. Let them. Boom. The parents will try to what's the word? Bribe me with the 20 and to leave you, and I love you. I'm not gonna talk to your family. You get me? Boom, boom, boom. Just push him to do his thing, and then you lot fuck up or don't fuck up, whatever your story is. You get me? Just live your story, live your movie, fam. The parents don't get to decide what life you are gonna have or what he's gonna have. Nobody decide what someone else's life is gonna be.
Yeah, you're the creator of your own reality.
But don't get it twisted. He might be smart. He might be one of them people that I want to say. Obviously, I don't know the woman. I know Christian Bridges. I don't want to say to be disrespectful.
It's not my bedroom. It's just someone.
Cool. Well, then in that case, he might be smart enough to listen to his parents and realize that this one ain't the one for him, and
you ain't the one
for his career, and then go play for England and live your movie and live your dream life. That might be better, and then go marry an Australian model or something. Do you get what I'm saying?
I mean, I think they definitely wanted to play for Wales.
That means hurting the girl's feelings. You're hurting someone's feelings in that process.
Bruv, do you think any gal cares about hurting your feelings if she's following her dream.
True.
Thing, bro.
I'm just saying, and I'm talking about the girl as well and how she would feel.
I feel like,
then tell her to take the 20 bags and feel okay. Then shit.
I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, no one should stop you or should make you feel a way about you pursuing your dreams. Nobody should be a hindrance either.
No,
Nobody should be. If anyone's for you, like for me, if you just wait, innit? Like if you really love him off, see how you're feeling in a year's time, innit? And then if you two come back together, you come back together.
I said take a step back. So yeah,
with
I hear that.
With the 20K.
Yeah, with the 20K.
He will never see her the same.
He'll never look at her the same. He'll say, "You're an idiot." Because I wouldn't. I'd be like, "What? They offered you 20K to finish with me and you did? You bastard. Is that all I'm worth? 20K, yeah."
Watch when I get a milli, bitch.
I think you gotta give
You
me
could
that.
have taken
You gotta raise
it, then save it, and then say to the parents, "I don't want your money," and then give it
and
back. I'm staying
then
with
So you're gonna
mum.
flip it. You're gonna flip it quickly.
yeah, you could do a give it to me, I'll flip it and I'll double it. Nah, but so Jed, you're with the parents, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Get it full 100% for the
You're
parents.
not fucking up your kid's career and that you don't want no gal
Nah,
fucking with your
I'm
son's
thinking about
career.
all the sacrifice that they made to get their son to this position, even sacrificing their personal relationship with their son. Do you know what I mean? Making him do the things that obviously in the years to come he'll look back and thank them for. But it's like a thankless job being a dedicated parent at points, especially when you have to do some parent shit, like put your foot down. Like all this soft parenting stuff that we're being encouraged to do now just means your kids are gonna just do whatever, rare, blah blah blah, rare. Long.
Well,
Mumsy
let's
didn't.
face it.
Mumsy didn't go through labour for you just to do whatever the fuck you want.
You don't understand.
Nah, man. You don't forget.
Parents are
I'm Nigerian.
not.
We ain't playing that shit.
Yeah, but do
Yeah,
you not
you've got plans.
think
The thing.
You got plans for your kids. You push your kids, and then your kids get to a point where they're on the platform. Then they're on their own and they can do their thing. 21 is not that age.
This is the
But you
thing,
know
bro.
one thing I will say
There's
though? Sorry, love.
there's pattern in your youths, bruv, yeah? As in giving them everything they need, being able to put them in all the groups and buy them all of the kits and boom, boom, boom. That's different to dictating to them who they can be with, who they can talk,
Yeah.
what they can be, who who they can build their social circle. Like, as much as you want to have full control over your, bro, what that will do is create. That's going to create a combative situation.
It's not full control.
The only way
I
to
ain't talking about full control.
the only way to
But
take a dictator is to chop his head off, bro. So
yeah, but that's not parenthood. 'Cause that's not parenthood.
no, but
And depending on how you,
either is trying to be a dictator to your youth. That's not parenthood.
you're
Yeah,
not a
I'm saying
dictator.
that parents have to we have to sacrifice so much for our children anyway. That's what we're supposed to do.
That's
We're
what,
You're not
yeah,
supposed
dictator,
to do
man.
exactly.
that
That's your whole
anyway.
purpose
It's
as
Yeah.
parents.
not dictatorship. It's parenthood,
Nah,
right? It's parenthood and it's guidance.
no, but
Yeah,
Mm.
listen,
and at the end of the day,
guidance.
at the end of the,
No,
huh?
this is guidance, bro. This is what man's talking about.
Sorry,
You know what I'm saying?
sometimes, bro, when you can't see the footfall, yeah, when you can't see the obstacle, when you can't see the danger, when you don't see the 171 bus, yeah, I'm a jump, dive, 2 foot fucking kick you in your chest to get you out the fucking way. I'm gonna grab you by the string of your hoodie and pull you this way. I ain't got time to say, watch out, True. Brother, I love you. I don't want that to happen to you. Please listen to I ain't got time. Yeah, so sometimes it get me
But
as
that's
a parent,
that's
sometimes to the other person it may seem like raw. But
but
at
see
Have a
times,
when
strict
if you
upbringing.
sometimes
operate from a
sometimes
and let me just say this, and I'm done. If you operate from a place of genuine love and wisdom, yeah,
Mm.
as a parent, then you're gonna make decisions sometimes that your child may not be happy with.
Mm.
But hopefully you've installed the ability for them to process and reflect at some point in their life where they realize, recognize, and appreciate what you did at that moment. And that's
facts.
it.
Okay.
But
Get
the
me?
key
And
thing is
I feel like
sometimes
at 21, that type of parenting still can apply. Not for everyone. Some people would dash that at 13. Some people would some people turned 18 and Mumsy was like, yeah, boom, you better get yourself in a hostel,
Yeah.
whatever. But other people have guided and molded, and their child is 21 and about to blossom and step into what they've all created as a team and as a family. This sport thing ain't no joke. When you got a sporting child in that, yeah, making it to trials, making it to dinner in the rain, getting them ready, making sure they got the kit, blah blah blah. It's not a joke, and the amount of years it takes to get to that place. I'm just saying, if this brother was 24 or 23, I'd be like, allow it. But 21, yeah, I get it.
I do get it as well. But I just think it's a dangerous line because you'll put all that work in and then cause such a situation where my man just don't fuck with you anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Risk, innit? It's a risk.
It's a risk.
It's a risk.
It's a risk.
I don't agree. Let me be real. I don't agree with the approach, the 20 grand, the indecent proposal thing.
Yeah,
But the idea behind of wanting to get this gal to just fall back, I kind of get it. That's what I'm saying. I get it. At 21, I get it, man.
Sometimes
Because in his head, he would dash the whole sports career away for this gal. And the parents are seeing something else. They're seeing something different. They're like, nah, you're not doing that for this girl. They've been on holiday with her. They know her.
they don't like
They don't like her, and they may
They
have
don't
good
like this
reason to
bit.
not like her.
Yeah,
She's no disrespect, but she's writing into Chidzz and
She's what? Say that again. I didn't hear that.
again. Say it again.
You cut
She's
it
writing
out.
into Chidzz. She's writing into Chidzz to get. You
To
get me?
get back.
You get me? It's
Love
mad.
it, man. Love
So
it.
it's peak for her, isn't it? Like, sorry, love. Like I said, I'm not promoting the material thing. I'm not saying love over money. None of that. Yeah, I'm not saying that. But I think in this circumstance, the first thing I said was the realest thing from the heart, which was, you know what? Even if you do love this brother, this may be a very big opportunity to reflect on your impact to your relationship and maybe try and see it from the parents' perspective and see if there is any reality to some of their concerns. And if you can address that, then you don't have to worry about taking the money because you know, okay, cool, where. Or I don't know. I just think she's got something to really look at. Because why do they want you away from their boy so much?
Yeah, so
Like,
bad.
Oh
And that's
yeah.
what I
going
kept
on?
asking. Why so bad?
Isn't
What
it?
did
What?
she do?
What is
And,
Looking sad.
she done?
and
Looking
I know
sad.
like, it's presumptuous, isn't it? But I kept saying, what did you do? She's like, nothing. And I'm like, bitch, you did some shit. Do
Something
you know
my
what I mean?
guan, man. Something my guan.
Yeah, something's not
Yeah.
right in it. Well, I am
Yeah.
gonna.
I've been
I'm
around
gonna.
long enough to know that a woman in this scenario is likely to omit certain vital information that we need to know. There's certain things you're not going to put out
Left
there.
out there of the
There's
stories.
bits of
We left out
there's bits
bad
we need
chunks,
to know.
innit?
Did you have a drunken fight argument with the mom? Did what happened? Did
Did
you
you
have a fight
cuss
with the
out
boy?
the
You got
mum?
arrested in Tenerife when you were on holiday. What happened?
Something happened.
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, you kissed
But I am.
someone else at the bar. God, tell the story.
Yeah. You get me?
What did you do?
There's rumors about you flying around. You got an OF. What's happening? There's something Magwan.
Yeah, I am gonna take this back to Heron for a bit, and I'm gonna be like,
Respect.
there it is. I'll just send you the link.
Yeah.
I'll just send you the link when I post it. There you go, babes. Watch out, find out, innit? But guys, I want to just quickly go into the third topic. Yeah, I want to speak to that poor girl. Poor girl. I'm going to go into the third topic. So it's a combination of 2 points. So it's how do you know when you've outgrown some people and places, and the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people through talk. Ashley, I'm going to come to you first.
So I like to say the least resistant path, yeah. So when it stops feeling good, when it stops feeling comfortable, when it stops feeling natural, when you start having to go outside yourself in order to make it work, that's when you kind of outgrown. That's for me, that's signs that I've outgrown situation, place, or people. When we're dialoguing about things that don't stimulate me, don't excite me, when I'm trying to avoid the conversation or not indulge in the conversation, then I can know that these people are not necessarily people that I need around me at this present moment. Having the right people around you. So I feel like when you can identify places and certain things don't fit you, you attract or put yourself around the right people, because you're no longer going into the environments that don't suit you. So the only thing that's left is environments that do suit you, and then the people in them environments would be the people that you're naturally drawn to. Like, you get me? Least path, the path with the least resistance. That's what I'm trying to always follow. You get me?
Okay.
Follow what feels good, what excites me, what's positive, what's reciprocal, and my favorite word right now is synchronization. So anything that makes sense and is synchronized with the thoughts, actions, and feelings. That's basically what it is for me. My thoughts, my actions, and my feelings got to match. And as long as that's, then I'm in the right places and spaces with the right people.
Definitely about frequency, vibration, and energy first and foremost. So I'm gonna come to you. How do you know when you've outgrown some people and places, and the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people? What are your thoughts?
Basically, when your lives are going in different directions, your interests are not the same anymore. You feel that conversations are forced, bad energies, different kind of energies. Like that's when you like kind of like have to take a step back, because you realize you can't really relate to them in the same way anymore. And just surrounding yourself with positivity, that's important. And sometimes the vibe that they come with is just not doing nothing for you, it's not doing you no justice. So it's best not to be around them, and you just have to make that decision. No, I can't be around such and such anymore. We've outgrown the friendship.
And sometimes it can be very painful. Do you get me? It can
Yeah,
be
it
really
can be,
painful.
because that could be like your brother or your sister you had a close bond with, and to see that go, it's like that, because I've been on the receiving end of that, and it's not nice, but you just have to let go. It is what it is. Like, some people are meant to be in your life forever. There may come another chapter where you can't take them with you where you're going, and they can't take you where they're going. So you have to make that decision. Like, life is like a train journey. Friends come and go. That when they've reached their destination, they will get off when they've reached their
Get off.
destination, and you're not in control of that. And sometimes when you're trying to hold on to someone, when they want to spread their wings, that's when the problem starts, because
Yes.
you're not allowing them to fly.
No, 100%. I totally agree. And I think when you go through things in life as well, it teaches you a lot, and it shows the people. I'm not saying that when you go through things that everybody's got to be there for you, yeah, because there are some people who just cannot
No,
be. There are some people
benefits.
whose energy you don't need around you. Some people who are going to be detrimental to your journey. Do you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I very much believe in God and the universe and stuff. And I believe that when the time is right, divine timing, everything is shown to you how it's supposed to be. The people that are meant to be in your life will stay. The people who are meant to leave will leave, and the new people that are meant to come in will come in. You know what I'm saying? And I always believe in, like, when things are a vibrational match, because sometimes, like, over the past year, I've looked outside of myself and looked around and thought, right, how did I even fuck with these people? Yeah. But it's because at the time I was a vibrational match for those people. There was something in me. Everything around you is a reflection of who you are, whether we like it or not. You might sit and look at your friend and think, right, I don't even like those traits in that person, or whatever. But they exist within you, because it's a reflection of what you're around. Until you can see things from there's light and dark coexist in it. But I think once you do that shadow work, yeah, and once you look outside of yourself and you think, do you know what? These things don't resonate with me anymore. These things are not a match for me anymore. That's when I think it's when you're transitioning, or you're ascending, or you're changing. And it doesn't mean that that person's a bad person or whatever. They're
No,
just not
they're
a match
just,
for you anymore.
yeah, they're not anymore.
Mm.
Like,
And it just doesn't work.
yeah, it
Doesn't work
can
for
be
me.
upsetting, but sometimes, like I said, like you know that speaker TD Jakes, I love him. He put on a sermon about stop begging people to stay in your life, let them go. And like, trust me, when I sat down and watched that, it makes so much sense.
Mm,
Because sometimes when you're holding on to a past, when a chapter's finished and you're holding on to what's at the end of that chapter, sometimes you're not allowing the new thing to
to
be
come in.
reborn into your new
Mm,
chapter because you're still holding on to the past that you need to let go of.
yes, 100%. I love that. 100%. Jeds, I'm going to come to you. How do you know when you've
Mm.
outgrown some people or places and the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people? Have you
Attachment
proven?
or detachment is key in everything. Detachment is key. So, nothing's really yours. Everything's got a
Mm,
reason and a season, and it was an illusion in the first place. So the thought of outgrowing and whatever, the only thing you can really outgrow is your old self.
fact,
Do you know what I mean?
fact.
So as long as you're growing and moving, you're staying perpetual, you're not stagnant, then you exist.
I love that. No, I love that.
Because
Yeah, man.
anything that doesn't grow is dead.
Come on.
It's already dead. It's dead. Growth is a sign of life. So, you know what I mean? You're alive, isn't it? And obviously, like, yeah. What did you think? It was an illusion.
It
You get me? What did you
was.
think? Even like, let's go deeper with it, right? This reality is filled with the illusion of 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 like immortality. As in, a child never considers really the time when they won't be here or you won't be there or something won't be there.
Mm,
Do you know what I mean? They're just in that now and they're just living it and rare. We have time because we get experiences of loss and that we have time to now consider and we fear losing. Do you know what I mean? But nothing was really
mm,
permanent anyway. There's nothing here permanent. So what did you think your friendship or your this or your experience or your area or your neighborhood was going to be forever? Maybe you do
mm,
live there for the whole of your life, but the things in it will always change. Everything will change. Your plants will
mm,
change. Everything's in a constant state of movement. So it's only natural. It's only a reflection of the macrocosm. Do you know what I mean? This is what this experience is. Nothing is
mm,
permanent. Enjoy it while you got it. Do you know what I mean? And
mm.
yeah, give thanks for your experiences. But yeah, but on the flip side, I will also say that we're living in a time where everything and everyone is disposable.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it's very easy for people to give up and let go of and move on from. There's a wealth of other distractions and other things to do, even
Mm,
if it's just how society is moving people into more isolated existences where we talk to
mm,
each other through screens and phones and da da da. So it's a lot easier to lose somebody that you only really chat to mainly on the phone than someone that you see every day and interact with. You know what they smell like, you know what they look like, you know where, you know if they, do you know what I mean? You see them without the
mm,
filters. You know if they're having a good day or bad day. You know if they're wearing the same trainers from last year. It is like things about them that you won't know. You can't see my foot. You don't even know if I'm wearing trousers. So it's very easy. I am, by the way. It's very easy for us to like dispose. I find that like you know, what is the person you speak to every day now? You never speak to for the next 6 months. Like it's just
mm.
things just move on. They're rare. Everyone's so like disposable. Things are so petty. That's not the word. Fickle. Everyone's
Yeah.
very fickle now. So it is what it is. You know what I mean, your
And I
favorite
feel,
rapper today, you can't stand him next week. You know.
Yeah.
Everything's dashed away now, so it's all like it's the way that things are.
mm,
There's a reality to it that's always been there, but then there's this other side of things where things are not cherished anymore. So you might be a good friend or
mm,
whatever, or
Our blood.
whatever, but people don't cherish that anymore. So you're gonna find yourself
mm,
being separated because your qualities and your attributes and your virtues, yeah, the things that make you an asset to somebody or to people or to this world are not appreciated.
Don't mean shit to most people.
Don't
Trust me,
mean nothing,
nobody
bruv.
cares. No one
You
cares.
could do
They really
whatever
don't.
for someone, and you know what I mean. Get me? I got a page full of artists for the last 6, 7 years where I've been putting together, putting this event and that event, and putting them on stage and doing this and giving them a shot at this and rare and. But it don't mean nothing because they don't remember you when it's time. If anything's popping or anything, they got anything going in, they're never gonna remember you. And
Mm,
so, like I said, it's the nature of how things are right now. Things are meant for reasons and seasons. Nothing was really yours in the first place.
mm,
Appreciate the things that you do have. Focus on what you do have right now.
mm,
And if it's
mm,
gone or whatever, I liked what you said about TD Jakes, even though I can't endorse him. But you know, it's the
mm.
message, not the
The
messenger.
message, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I like what he said. Do you know what I mean? Because forcing things and whatever, that's only gonna make you unwell. Desire brings suffering.
100%. Say that
Desire
again.
brings suffering. That's it. So the more you want, the more you want to hold on to things very rare, the more you desire, the more pain you're going to be inflicting on yourself or open up to feeling. Not to say that there's anything wrong with feeling pain, but yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
but
my
then
2 pence.
you can attract more by thinking a certain way. I definitely believe in the law of attraction. I definitely believe in those kind of things. And I've had to learn the hard way. I really had to learn the hard way in my life. And I'm just like, do you know what? I'm connected to everything but attached to
Where's
nothing.
the
That's how
sister
I look
gone?
at myself
Love
now. Mm,
that quote there, still.
Where's Zoe?
mm. I think it cut
Mm,
off, and I don't know if she hasn't come back.
okay.
It's cut off for her, but big up Zoe though. If she doesn't come back in a second, but big up. Thank you so much for coming on. But yeah, man, I just think that it really. I mean, for me personally, I've really like I know a lot of people. My mum's one of those type of people. Like everyone knows her. She talks to everyone and whatever. But I'm not the same. I'm really not the same. And I'm very choosy and very particular about who I talk to, who I connect with, and who I let into my life. But even now, more so. And I've had to let so many people go, like so many. And you know, when you look at it, and you think, right, I never thought I would have to let that person go. But why not? Like I
Mm,
was speaking to one of my bestest friends. We've been friends since we were 11. Yeah, it's like the way we met. She come and you know when you go to high school for the day and you have a taster day or whatever. She went to a different school. She walked over. She took me by the hand and she said, "You're my forever friend. You're always going to be my friend. We're gonna fall out. It's going to be a madness." The conversation was so grown up at the age of 11, but it's only now I was talking to her today and I understand it because we've been through so much, yeah. But the energy and the vibration and the frequency is always there for us. And I said to her today, I've had to let so many people go, and it's been painful. And she said, "But why? Why is it painful?" She goes, "That why? If you had to let them go, you had to let them go. Whether it's family, whether it's people you've known for years, whether it's somebody you've known for a week, let them go, innit? Because as soon as you let them go," she said to me, "I bet you life's been great for you, isn't it?" And I said, "Yeah, it has. Everything feels great. I feel better, like health wise. I feel better mentally. Just everything. Everything's falling into place." And she said, "Because sometimes it's just a chapter closed. You just have to move on to the next." And that's how sometimes it's gonna feel painful. But she said it's like putting yourself through something twice. If you do all that, because why are you gonna do all that to yourself when it's not gonna change anything? And I thought that was so true. I was like, big up Kaylee, innit? Why is working with my best friend Kaylee? Yeah, big up yourself. But yeah, man. Ash, what about you? What the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people? What does that mean to you?
I swear I was first, man.
Nah, I want you to elaborate more. I know
yeah,
you
no,
can.
he dropped all the gems. I was gonna say what he said. That was gonna be my
You're
response if
only
you asked
sticking
me next.
it through because he's another
No,
man.
no, because I think
My,
between
my,
I'm joking.
between him and Zoe, I think that they definitely covered it all. I just did a little waffle, but like they definitely covered it all concisely. Still, I can't lie.
Yeah, yeah, no, man. You all said some great, great things and
that
made some great points.
Felicity, bro. That's the right thing. The right time,
Sorry?
synchronicity was my main.
Yeah, that's
Right,
that's where you were going. Yeah.
right people, it just happens. You get me? If you're doing,
Mm.
like I said, if your thoughts match your feelings and they matches your actions, then these things are natural. It's natural. It's gonna happen. You get me?
Yeah. Yeah,
Of being.
100%.
You get me? That's what a state of being is, when your mind matches when your thoughts match your actions and it matches your feelings. When all three of those things match, then you're in a state of being. And when you're in a state of being, the right people are drawn to you, and you can only be in the right places. You know what I'm saying? That was the basis of
Yeah,
that was the.
I know. I love that. Yeah, no, just because we have conversations, I knew you were going to summarize in this. I was just, you know what I'm saying, where I was going with it. Anyway, so guys, we have come to the end of our live. Thank you so, so, so much for this discussion. I think it was, I'm always trying to, I've looked back on previous content and, you know, like anyone who knows me a little bit deeper than the Instagram thing knows that I'm quite a deep person and I like to talk about these things. And before, I feel like, I used to talk about like the mediocre things and all the media shit and relationships and this and the other. It's not what I'm really into. So I've just decided to choose topics that are more in depth and more people it'll resonate with people more. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope that's
But I
what you
say,
got from it.
like, generally, I just think we need to stop doing lives on Instagram. They're
Yeah, no,
dead
yeah.
food.
I need
We've
to
had
come off
enough.
Instagram.
We've had
Yeah,
enough. Big up Instagram. We tried. You lot weren't trying to support the thing like how you should be supporting the thing.
yeah,
This is world class content. You get
yeah.
me?
Come on.
We some OGs out here,
I'm building
and
that.
I generally feel like I generally feel like I've had enough of Instagram in that way.
Mm-mm.
We
Yeah.
do like reels and that, yeah, safe stories and all these safe posts, maybe safe, but lives, oh my god, I don't know what happened. 1 minute lives was popping, we could get, and then they just locked down the live. I don't know what it is. I don't know
It,
what it is with these lives. Do
yeah,
you
it's
even
weird. It's
see other people on your thing really going live?
No, not really. No.
Nah,
not
man.
really. I need to build up the TikTok thing. I'm not really. I'm still navigating my way through it all. You know, I know Jed, you can give me
Just
some
go live.
tips and
Go
stuff,
But
live.
can't you
Say, and you be
can't
good.
go that
but
yourself?
you can't go live unless you've got certain followers and you got
Get your followers up.
to build it up.
Yeah,
Get your followers up.
that's it.
Get me.
I'm building.
Go live.
Yeah,
I
Boom
know that
bam.
on my old one, so I'm just got a new one now, and I'm just starting
Get
to
me.
post on.
Big up. It's that Dana. I
oh
believe you lot are supporting.
yeah, Donna, yeah, big up,
Big up.
yes, pal.
Get
Thank
me.
you.
Big up Sneaks. Big up people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But at the same time, Instagram lives, they're not really trying to let man get on the algorithm, let man get seen
Yeah.
by the app so that we can actually make it happen.
Mm.
Appreciate one listener, one viewer, rare, rare. But to be honest, look at the talents of these people. Look at the gems that they've dropped today, including Zoe. And I feel like, nah, at the end of the day, it's about knowing your worth. And I don't think that Instagram is giving my people their
You
worth.
know, you know when you come off there, yeah, it's when I look at the insights and everything, it's a lot. And loads of people will tell me, kid, I was watching the live, but it doesn't show you that people are watching it.
I believe that too.
It's really
But
weird.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's really weird.
Yeah. Big up Instagram, but ban
But
Instagram.
stuck him at the same time. But
Yeah.
Kind of quiet in our
trying to
That's
voices.
find,
what I
yeah,
feel
that's
like.
trying to
So,
find the thing.
but it
So
was
guys,
definitely
anyone,
great chopping it up with you. Like, that was dope, man. I
oh,
enjoyed that.
a
That
hundred
was nice.
percent.
Hmm.
I was going to ask, I always ask everyone at the end of a live, have you got any words of wisdom for anybody who'll be watching? I am going to post this on YouTube as well. So any words of wisdom for anyone out there would be very grateful.
Words of wisdom. Go, True True. What you got for
Come
them?
on.
So I'm gonna kind of keep it on the same energy that I started the day with. So it's about being grateful. Always try to find what you're grateful for. If you ain't got nothing that you're grateful for, start writing a list of the small things that you're grateful for. So maybe
Mm.
you're grateful that your eyes work. You're grateful that you can smell. You're grateful that you woke up this morning. You're grateful. So find the little things that you're grateful for, and eventually you'll start finding things that are more sentimental that you're grateful for, and keep your mind as positive as you can.
Mm.
Badness and fuckery is always going to be part of the world and part of reality, but the more calm you keep your mind and the more peaceful you keep your heart, the better you're going to be able to deal with situations. You feel me? So, yeah, that's my words of wisdom.
Love that, man.
Love that. I
Mine
love
was
that.
very
Thank
simple,
you.
man. Don't give up hope. Always wash your bum with water and soap. And no matter what you think about me, I will always be dope. Thank you.
You said it there.
I
He
need that on a
said
t-shirt.
it
I need
there.
that on a t-shirt. Are you
Always wash your bum with water and soap.
Yeah,
And
man.
that is it there, ladies and gentlemen. You had it. The wise
I
words of
just
wisdom.
Hey, come on.
yeah.
You can't say
Oh
no
my
to that.
God. Oh, that's so funny. Well, I was going to
Man.
give some words of wisdom, but I give you lot quotes on a daily basis, and those quotes come from the. Trust me, it's a lot. But what I will say is, I posted a quote today, and it was basically stop trying to prove who you are to other people. Yeah, people don't see your worth; they don't see your worth. But instead of trying to prove who you are, show what you can offer in it, and you never know who that might help. And if you can help just one person, you're still winning in life. So keep going, keep pushing, and keep shining. And I will be back next week myself, the man that walks the walk and talks the talk, and another special guest will be back next week, Wednesday at 8 p.m. And we're going to
Maybe sticky. And maybe
ah,
sticky too.
that's what I was going to
That
say. He's a special
nigga.
guest.
That
He's a special
nigga.
guest because see this guy. See this guy. He came off. He came off. Jeds, love each and every time. Thank you so much.
Hey, Sticky got dreads and changed. That's what I'm gonna say.
He got dreads and changed, and I'm going to put that out there. I'm going to clip this little bit. Sticky, you got dreads and you changed up the game. You don't like us no more. You pre our thing, but you don't support the thing. But anyway, Ashley, it's always an honor. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your love, your kindness, and your energy. Keep going, and I'll see you on the live next week. Peace out. Bye, guys.
Love y'all.